Okay, we're going to start our first of two pins of the Hampshire Barrows. These are 129s. 1, 2, and 3 are the litter numbers. They are sired by Fundamental. Fundamental is a boar that first crops out here in the ground. We sold some gilts there in the last sale. Very, very high on these pigs. Fundamental is a litter mate to Brantley's champion champion Hampshire Barrow there at Expo. Undefeated in the Hampshire ring when we jackpotted him, won a couple jackpots as well. A very, very special Barra. Littermate Barra, Braden Lancaster showed, was very successful with him at CPS and got a piece of Expo top 5 as well. We showed a full sib at Breeders' Cup here a couple months ago or a month ago. He was champion Hampshire 6th overall the whole show. So predictability in the pedigree. Love the fundamentals. I think these pigs are awesome. We had the most of this boar in terms of litters. Thought they matched up with the sow line extremely, extremely well. That's a story on Fundamental. Mother is an everyone knows self-employment gilt. She's from Corb. She's done a tremendous job in her few litters she had there. Her litter would have been last winter. Brantley and Hayes each had a gilt there. They showed at Perry. Brantley's was champion Hampshire grand overall. Hayes's was 4th overall Hampshire. This sow here we're going to build off of. We've got some daughters we've got laid back, and actually the next pin in and some gilts as well. The very, very, very the function's right. I think Fundamental worked on this particular sow extremely well. Her pedigrees, everyone knows self-employment. And as I said, she's the mother of Brantley's grand there at Perry last year. 129-1, this paler Barra here is where we're going to start. He's one that very stout in his feature, right kind of muscle and maturity pattern for this particular line. A hog that's going to stay mobile and square. He's a good centered kind of a Barra. Angles are good and hind legs good. And we've got our Hampshires down to 2 sow lines for the most part here, just from a practicality and feet and leg standpoint. We don't like sorting them, and we've got a lot of faith in these hogs. And this Corb line will make them like this. They're heavy structured. They're going to maintain squareness out of their hock and still a Barra I think you could push on and get into that August setting if you need to, because his moderation and power and center body and dimension, he's got right muscle pattern, feet and legs, and correctness. I think that Barra there is going to feed like a dream out of that particular sow line. Lot 11 is going to be next. This dark-hided hog is always stuck out. I think he's one that's awesome in terms of his build, his presence. He actually reminds me a lot of the Fundamentals brother that we had there, Andre there last year, that Heimer pig that won Expo in the Hamps. He's a bigger hog, but he's still very, very mobile. He's good-looking. He's square. He's balanced. He's correct, and I think one you can push on. Ending point for him, I think with some management, he might get a little bit farther, but I think he's going to hit his prime in July. Obviously, with different feed patterns and stuff that happens, pig maybe could last longer, but I think he's a jackpotter's dream. I think he's a lightweight June, heavyweight July pig that is going to be an absolute hammer in terms of build, design, balance, feet and legs, bone, and being big enough in his type and kind. He's not going to be a little roly-poly dink and still be a power hog that's big enough to go to those heavier weights. That Barra there has been pretty good from the start. I like that 129-2 quite a bit. 129-3 is the off-belted pig, and I like a good off-belted hamp, especially in the Hampshire purebred classes. I think they stick out, and he is going to stick out not only from a color standpoint, but his look on the side, his head and neck, his presence, his design, his shape, his proportions are incredible. This Barra here will make August. I don't think there's any guesswork on him. He's a big arm kind of a Barra. He's still going to have a great, attractive kind of a look with a hard shape in him. And I love this hog's maturity and muscle pattern right now. As I talked earlier, I don't like him too quick, and I think he's far from that. He has got some stretch to him in terms of look and design, the right length of body, the right frame size for Barras, and I love that hog's just natural muscle shape he's got. Squareness behind, off-belted pig, I think is going to catch some eyes for darn sure. I like that pig quite a bit, and I think he's going to get into the summer and be very, very competitive April to August.